Good morning, everyone. We will get started in about 5 minutes. I was asked to log on a few minutes early to make sure people can get settled before we start class. So just go ahead and find a spot in your house, find your mat, any props you might want available, and we'll get started soon. Thanks for logging in, guys. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Let's give it just one more minute for people to get logged in. We'll see you soon. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. I hope your morning is going well so far. Let's get started. Let's actually get started in child's pose today. So we'll be in tabletop, and then just bring the hips towards the heels, forehead on the mat. Let's reach the arms out in front of us. Let's make it a more active child's pose, but do bring your forehead down onto the mat. Third eye pressing down. Take some deep breaths. We'll take a few more deep breaths in this child's pose. And then start to press the palms down into the mat. Find that tabletop position. And drop the belly, lift the heart for a cat pose, or cow pose, rather. And then cat the back, curling the spine. Tuck chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, curl it in. Add any additional movement that feels right, either hip circles or side bends, whatever works for you here. And find your way back to that tabletop position. One last inhale. And a final exhale. And come back to a neutral spine. Bring the right arm to reach up overhead, opening the heart to the right. Exhale, sweep the right arm underneath the left armpit. Leave the hips high, rest the right temple on the mat. Bring the left arm to the back of the waist. And maybe you can even slip the fingertips between the right thigh and right hip here. Open the heart. Take some deep breaths. Inhale, bring that left arm up towards the sky, and then left palm down, reach the right arm up. Open the heart once again. And then exhale, bring that right hand down, lift the left arm up. And exhale, sweep the left arm underneath the right armpit. Again, right arm up and to the back of the waist. Maybe slipping the right fingertips between the left thigh and the left hip. As long as you can open that heart just a little more towards the sky, it doesn't matter if you get those fingers in there. Take some deep breaths here. Hips are still high. Beautiful. Bring the right arm up overhead. Press that right palm down. And inhale the left arm up towards the sky, looking to the left and even up towards the ceiling. And then planting the left palm as well. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale. Curl the spine. Couple more breaths here. And again, finding our way back to that neutral spine. And then let's bring the right knee towards the right wrist, extending the left leg long. And we're going to bring the left arm underneath the right armpit once again. So you're in a more of a twisted pigeon here. And again, either resting the left temple on the mat, or maybe you can rest the head on the left arm. And the right arm can reach to the back of the waist. Turning the sky, or excuse me, the shoulder and the heart towards the sky just a little bit more. Beautiful. Plant the right palm. Plant the left palm, come back to that vertical spine. Tuck the left toes under and reach the right leg up and back. Find that three-legged dog. Stretch that right leg out. Maybe rotate the right ankle. And then bend the right knee. Point it towards the ceiling, stacking right hip over the left hip. And then press the hands deeply into the mat. Press the hips back towards the wall behind you. And then bring that right foot down. Drop the knees. Left knee towards the left wrist. Right leg extends long. Bring the right arm underneath the left armpit. And again, you can bring the left arm to the back of the waist, resting on the right temple. Good. Release the left arm. Bring both palms down onto the mat. Tuck the right toes under. Reach the left leg up and back behind you, stretching out that left leg. Rotating the ankle. And then bend the left knee. Stack left hip over the right hip. Take a deep breath. And then left toes down to meet the right toes. Find that downward facing dog. Start to pedal out. Shifting weight. Finding your ritual here. Take a moment to loosen up. And then let's inhale forward, come to plank pose. Press through the heels. Press the palms down into the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Reach the spot between the shoulder blades straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe drop the hips just a little bit. Breathe. Come forward onto the toes. Drop down or bend the elbows, drop down Chaturanga Dandasana. Press back to plank and then exhale, find a downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Good. Inhale. Come forward to plank once again. Come forward onto the toes. Drop Chaturanga Dandasana. You could also drop to your knees. Press back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Start to walk the hands back towards the feet so you can get the heels on the mat. And then bring the left hand to the right ankle or calf. Bend that left elbow. Take a look underneath the right armpit, finding a little twist. Definitely maybe a hamstring stretch here as well. And then bring the left palm down, right hand to the outside of the left ankle or calf. Bend the right elbow, take a look under the left armpit. Bring yourself in a little closer. Beautiful. Right hand down. Find that downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back towards that spot on the wall where the ceiling and the wall meet. Take a look towards the top of the mat. Exhale to make your way there. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, belly to thighs. Inhale, let's reach and rise. Come all the way up. Cactus arms, lean back, open the heart. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, fold, belly to thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, let's step back to plank. Hold it here. Breathe. Come forward onto the toes. You can either drop the knees or lower halfway down, either way. Beautiful. Press to plank or knee plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale the right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, bring that knee to your nose. Inhale it back. Exhale, press the foot right between the palms. Stay up on the back toes. Rise up on your inhale. Anjaneyasana. High lunge. Bring the arms behind you. You can either grab your elbows or press the palms together. Roll the shoulders back. Press the back of the left knee towards the sky. Squeeze the inner thighs together to help with balance. Maybe you want to drop the head back. Take a look up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Spin the back heel down, release the arms, find Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, heel arch alignment. Front heel intersects the middle of that back arch. Deep bend in the front knee so that the front knee is directly over the front ankle. Start to straighten the front leg. Reach right hand back, left hand down the left leg, opening the right rib cage. Press the right big toe down into the mat. Beautiful. Reach the right fingertips forward and then down. Find Trikonasana, triangle pose. Roll the left shoulder back. 2 straight-ish legs. Press the right big toe down once again. Beautiful. Rise. Inhale. Trikonasana prep. Turn right toes to the left. Bring the hands to interlace at the sacrum. Roll those shoulders back. And then exhale, leading with the heart. Fold in. Reach the crown of the head towards the mat. Reach the sit bones up towards the sky. So you're actively lifting the sit bones up. It's not just a drop of the head, though, again, that's used as a weight to pull you in. Beautiful. Bring the hands back to the sacrum. Bring the fingertips underneath the shoulders. Find a halfway lift. And let's lunge towards the top of the mat. Bring the left toes to meet the right toes there. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale to fold. Let's heel toe the feet out towards the edges of the mat. Sit the hips low. Maybe a rock from side to side will help you get those heels on the mat. Press the palms together. Press knees to elbows, elbows to knees. Bring the right hand onto the mat just under your nose here. Reach the left arm overhead. You can use the right knee or right elbow rather to press into the right knee. Maybe you want to bring that left arm to the back of the waist. Use the elbow to open the right hip. Beautiful. Left arm reaches up and back down towards the mat. Heel toe your feet back together. Find a halfway lift. Fold. Reach and rise. Cactus the arms, lean back, open the heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, drop the hands. Step back, plank. Hold it here. Come forward onto the toes. Lower down halfway, hold. Press it back, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Plant the foot between the hands. Stay up on those back toes. Rise up. Inhale. Breathe. Bring the arms behind you. Either grab the elbows or press palms together. Roll the shoulders back. Give yourself a little head start for a back bend here. Again, continue to press the heart forward. Continue to press the back of the right knee towards the sky. Breathe. Beautiful. Release the arms. Spin that back heel down. Veer two. Equal weight between the feet. Shoulders hover directly above the hips like they're just completely weightless. Straighten the front leg. Reach the left arm back. Right arm down the right leg. Open that left rib cage. And then left fingertips forward, forward, forward as far as you can. Left hand down, right arm up. Beautiful. Breathe. Rise, inhale, Trikonasana prep. Turn left toes to the right. Interlace fingers at the sacrum. Roll the shoulders back. Press the knuckles down towards the feet for now. And then leading with the heart. Knuckles press up and overhead like you've got one fist here, pressing the palms together. Lift the sit bones high. Crown of the head reaches down. Beautiful, guys. Palm or hands back to the sacrum, fingertips underneath the floor, halfway lift. Lunge towards the top of your mat. Bring the right toes to the left toes, halfway lift when you get there. Fold. Heel toe the feet out towards the edges of the mat. Sit the hips low. Again, maybe a gentle rock from side to side. We'll get your heels a little closer to the mat. Press the palms together. Press knees to elbows, elbows to knees. Plant the left hand, sorry, between underneath your nose. Left elbow is going to be close to that left knee, and then reach the right arm up overhead and then to the back of the waist. And then again, use that knee and elbow compression. Open the hip to the left. Heart spins towards the sky. Beautiful, guys. Bring both hands down to the mat. Heel toe the feet back together. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach and rise. Come all the way up, cactus arms. Lean back, open that heart. Rise, inhale. Exhale, fold belly to thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the palms. Step back. Plank pose, hold it here. Come forward onto the toes. Drop down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Squeeze the elbows in. Press back, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's drop the knees, untuck the toes, find a child's pose here. Take a couple of breaths. Make your way back to tabletop position. Extend the legs out, find plank pose. Let's roll to the blade edge of the left foot, left hand. You could also drop the left knee, but either way, lift the hips up towards the sky. Right hip stacked directly on top of the left hip. Maybe you're feeling brave and you want to lift that top leg up. Breathe. Beautiful. Come back to center. Hold plank. Roll to the blade edge of the right foot, right hand. Stack left hip directly over the right hip. You could drop the right knee if you need to. You could lift the left top leg again if you like. Come back to center. Plank. Child's pose. And big toes together, hips towards the heels. Take a few breaths. Beautiful, guys. Press back to tabletop position. Cross the ankles, sit behind them. And just come into a bring the left knee to point towards the top of the mat. And we're going to attempt to stack the right knee on top of the left knee. Most of us look like this with the right knee lifted up. That's fine. If you're home, you could always bring something underneath that right knee that might find him a little more comfort, a blanket or a block. And then let's reach the right arm out behind us, palm face back. And then it swims between the shoulder blades. The left arm reaches up towards the sky. Bend that left elbow to reach down towards the right fingertips. They may or may not reach. If not, you can always grab your shirt and then unkink your neck. Make sure that's comfortable. Take a few breaths here. We've got a few more breaths. If you like, you can fold forward over the front thighs, but know that'll bring a little more tension to both the hips and the shoulders. Good. Release the arms. Lean back on the sit bones. Reach the knee or bring the knees together. You can come into Navasana, boat pose, leaning back on the sit bones, finding your options, whatever works for you. Breathe. Pull belly button into the spine. And then bring the right knee down. Right knee faces the top of your mat. We're going to attempt to stack that left knee on top. This side might be a little different. Just bring awareness, but it's not a point of judgment for you. It doesn't matter that it's different. Bring the left arm out to the left, palm face back. And then it swims between the shoulder blades. Reach the right arm up. And then bend that right elbow to reach down towards the left fingertips. Maybe you can reach on this side. Unkink the neck so that the neck is comfortable. Take a few more breaths here. If you choose to fold forward here, you're welcome to do so now. Good. Release the arms. Lean back on the sit bones. Pull the knees together. Find that Navasana boat pose once again. Belly button pulling into your spine. And then cross the ankles in front of you. Plant the hands. Find that tabletop position. And then tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Right foot plants between the hands. Step on the back toes. Rise, inhale. This time, let's plant the palms. Press palms together, rather. Fold forward over the front thigh, turning to look to your right. Tuck left elbow around the right knee. Use the knee and elbow compression to help deepen the twist. Press the back of the left knee towards the sky. Palms press right at your heart center. Beautiful. Rise, inhale. Spin that back heel down, Virabhadrasana 2. Deep bend in the front knee, equal weight between the feet. Straighten that front leg, reach the right hand back, left hand down the left leg. Or left arm to the back of the waist. Right fingertips forward, forward, forward. Right hand down, left arm up. Breathe. Inhale, rise up, Trikonasana prep. Turn right toes to left. Interlace fingers, roll the shoulders back. Lead with the heart. And then just let the head act like a weight to pull you into the pose. Take a deep breath. Good. Hands back to the sacrum. Fingertips underneath the shoulders. Find a halfway lift. We're not lunging. Find a goddess pose. Deeply bend both knees. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And then bring hands to the insides of the knees. Exhale, left shoulder comes down towards the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale, center. One more each side. Exhale. Rise up. Find that goddess pose and then spin that back heel down, Virtu. Frame the front foot with your hands. Left toes meet the right toes. Halfway lift when you get there. Fold. Heel toe the feet out towards the edges of the mat. Sit the hips low. Squat pose. Take some deep breaths. And then reach the fingertips far, far away from you. Just tuck your chin into your nest. Oh my goodness. Chest, not nest. And notice how curved your spine is. Walk the hands back. Bring the heel toe together. Halfway lift. Belly to thighs. Reach and rise all the way up. Cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. You got it. Plant the hands. Step back plank. Hold it here. Walk the feet out wide as your mat. Walk the feet in. Walk the hands out wider than your mat. Walk the hands back in. Lower down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Press back to plank. Down dog. Take a breath. Reach the left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands. Stay up on the back toes, rise up. Press the back of the right knee towards the sky. Deep bend in the front knee. Press the palms together at your heart center, fold over the front thigh. Turning to the left, tuck right elbow around that left knee. Lift the belly up. Lift the back of the right knee up. Squeeze the inner thighs back together to help with balance. Use the knee and elbow compression to help deepen that twist. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to center, rise up. Spin the back heel down, Virtu. Straighten that front leg, reverse Trikonasana. Reach the left hand back, open that left rib cage. And then left fingertips forward, forward, forward. Then down, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Little to no weight in that left hand. Spin the right shoulder back, open the heart. Beautiful. Rise, inhale. Turn the left toes to right. Interlace fingers at the sacrum, roll the shoulders back. Lead with the heart, sink in. One fist reaches up and over. Crown of the head down towards the mat. Sit bones reach up towards the sky. Hands back to their sacrum, fingertips underneath the shoulder. Find a halfway lift. Beautiful. Turn the toes out, heels in. Rise up, goddess pose. Two deeply bent knees. Palms face the ceiling. And then bring each hand to the inside of the knee. Bring the left shoulder down. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Left shoulder down. Inhale. Right shoulder down. Rise back to goddess pose. Lifting the torso up. Palms face the ceiling. Spin that right heel back. Find Virabhadrasana 2. Frame the front foot. Right toes meet the left toes. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, reach and rise. Cactus the arms. Oh, nope. So sorry. We were going back down. Heel toe the feet out. Find Malasana. Sorry about that. You need that squat pose. Open the hips. Beautiful. Fingertips to the mat. Now heel toe the feet together. Find that halfway lift. Fold. Reach and rise. Cactus the arms, lean back, open the heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands. Step back for plank. Hold it here. Walk the feet out towards the edges of the mat even wider. Walk the feet back in. Walk the palms out wider than the mat. Walk them back in. Come forward onto the toes, lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Press back, plank. Exhale, down dog. And drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Forehead on the mat, hips towards the heels, child's pose. Take a break. Few more breaths here. All right, guys. Go ahead and come back to tabletop, cross the ankles. Sit behind them, but you're rolling all the way onto your back as the ultimate goal. All the way down. Let's pull the knees into your chest. Maybe just find a couple of moments of rocking side to side. And then lift the head and shoulders up, your back and center, knees pulled into your chest. Bring the elbows between the knees. Press the palms together for a moment so you can feel the energy coming from the knees into the elbows, and then press the palms on the ceiling. So you're in this supine Bakasana, crow pose. Press the insides of the feet together, lift the head and shoulders up a little bit more, a little crunch. Remember that? Remember how we were in that squat and we reached our fingertips forward? You're really in a crunch. And then exhale, release, come onto the mat. Just take a break. We'll do a couple more of those, but we'll do handstands in between. Everything's going to be supine. So you'll come into crow, and then you'll extend the legs and extend the arms into supine handstands. So my head and shoulders are still lifted off the mat in this handstand. All right, so let's start with the knees in. Lift the head and shoulders. Reach the elbows between the knees. Press the palms on the ceiling, insides of the feet pressed together. Press the knees into the elbows. Squeeze. Squeeze the belly. Breathe. And then on your inhale, extend the legs. Hover the heels above the mat. Hover the hands above the mat. Lift the shoulders off the mat. Exhale. Squeeze it in. Find that Bakasana. Separate the knees. You got it. Inhale. Handstand. Exhale. Bakasana. Squeeze it in. Inhale, handstand. Exhale, squeeze. Lift the head and shoulders even more. And then exhale, release. Bring the head and shoulders onto the mat. You can squeeze the knees in or extend the legs, whatever's better for you to rest. And then bring the soles of the feet together, resting on your back. Bring your palms to your belly. We're not quite done, but let's see if we can get those knees open just a little bit more, the hips open. Take a few breaths here. Bring the palms underneath the thighs to bring the knees together. Bring the knees into your chest once again. We'll do that prone bakasana position. Elbows between the knees. Press the palms on the ceiling. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Breathe. Hold. Breathe. Beautiful. Exhale, release. And just take a break. Before we go into that bakasana position, we'll attempt to balance on our hands. I'll walk you through. You may remember I always say, don't try to jump into the pose. There is no jumping in, and you always look forward towards where you want your body to go, not down, not between your legs, not at your feet. Look forward. All right, hands underneath the thighs, rock and roll the length of the spine. Land in Navasana, bow pose. Find your options here, hold belly. Beautiful. Come on to the top of your mat. Bring the insides of the feet together. You're going to come into a little teeny tiny squat pose here. So the insides of the feet together. You can bring the knees wide. Already kind of get that head start. Squeeze the upper arms with your knees. Lift the hips. Fingers are spread wide. And then you'll start to move forward. So you're going to make a little shelf with your arms. One foot might come off the mat, maybe the other foot, maybe test one at a time. Again, always looking forward, moving forward. There's no jumping. It's just a slight shift of the weight into the arms. See if you can bring the toes together once again. Breathe. And when you're done with that, come back to your squat and then come into a seated position on your mat. Easy seated pose. Interlace the fingers at the base of the head. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Use the hands like a weight to pull the head down. Elbows can come together. Release the fingers. Bring your head back to center. And bring the right hand to the left ear. Walk the left fingertips away from you on the mat. Again, that hand is acting like a weight, bringing the right ear a little closer to the right shoulder. The fingertips walking away lengthens the left side of the neck. Beautiful. Release. Come back to center and we'll switch sides. Left hand to right ear, right fingertips walk away from you on the mat. Open the right side of the neck here. Inhale, come back to center. And then we'll start to drop the chin down towards the chest. Bring the chin towards the right shoulder, up towards the ceiling, and down towards the left shoulder. Continue moving slowly, rotating the head all the way around. Come back to center and switch directions. Move slowly. Use the entire rotation. Good. Come back to center. And bring the left hand to the right knee. Bring the right arm behind you. Start to twist over to the right and look over the right shoulder. If your eyes are closed, blink the eyes open. See if you can just locate something in the room behind you. The farthest thing you can see over to the right, over that right shoulder. Just note what it is. And then come back to center. Start to fold forward over the thighs. Let your chin tuck to your chest. Let your head sink down towards the mat. Walk back to vertical. And I know this is going to sound weird if you haven't done it with me before, but start to massage your earlobes. And pull the ears out, just getting some stretch. And the tops of the ears. Pull them out and give them a little massage. And then the whole ear. Maybe you want to go inside and open the little flaps and the folds and behind the ear. Right in front of the ear. And then release. Bring left hand. So same side. Left hand to right knee, right arm behind. Turn to look. Opening to the right. Look over that right shoulder. And just see if you can notice anything over that right shoulder that might be a little further away. What was the thing you noticed before? And just notice if you can see something further now. And then come back to center. Cross the opposite ankle in front. So just switch. Bring the right hand to the left knee, left arm behind. Take a look over the left shoulder as you turn to the left. Again, just notice something over that left shoulder, the thing that's furthest away that you can see. Come back to center. Fold forward over the thighs. Just find a gentle forward fold here. Drop chin to chest. Find yourself back at vertical. And again, massaging those ears, earlobes at the top of the ear. And open up those folds. Pull the ears out. And then when you feel thoroughly satisfied with that, bring the right hand to the left knee, left arm behind you. Once again, turning to the left, look over that left shoulder. And see if you can notice something a little further away over that left shoulder this time. We've gone a little deeper. Come back to center and roll all the way onto your back. Bring the heels close to your glutes. Bring the arms to your sides, palms face down. Start to press into the feet to lift the hips, roll the shoulders under. Find that bridge pose. Press knuckles towards the heels, press the wrists into the mat. Press the hips high. On your exhale, slowly lower back down. Uncurl the shoulders. Bring the feet wide. Let the knees knock together. Let's find one more bridge. Heels back underneath the knees. Arms at your sides, palms face down. Lift the hips, roll the shoulders under. Continue to breathe, even though I know it's a bit constricted. See if we can lift the hips 1 inch higher. And then exhale, slow lower to the mat. Bring the feet wide, knees together. And when you're ready, extend the legs. Toes turned out towards the edges of the mat. Shoulder blades tuck underneath the heart. Rest with palms on your belly or arms at your sides, palms face up. Close your eyes and sink in. Yogis, I'm going to leave you here in your Shavasana. Please stay as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.